An alarm call goes off at the Blue Ridge Savings Bank in Greer, South Carolina. When police arrive, all they find is carnage. They did a search of the bank. They walked back to the other side of the bank, and then they found the 3 victims inside the bank. That afternoon to tour the BMW plant. That was one of the things she wanted to do. So me and her and my brother were supposed to do that. But she got a phone call mid-morning and was told that the person coming to relieve her so she could leave wasn't going to be able to be there. Across town, local teachers E.B. and Maggie Barnes were driving to the bank to set up an account for retirement. Mr. Barnes had spent a lot of his career teaching at colleges, so he had a lot of former students that knew him. They had a lot of people that admired their family as well. 3 separate lives were about to converge in the worst possible way at 30 minutes past 1 o'clock. 3-1-3-0. Copy that. On May 16th, 1:30 p.m., the Greer Police Department was contacted by an alarm company about an alarm at the bank. A police officer was dispatched 1 minute later. Many of the alarms that we get period are false alarms or accidental activations of the alarm. So we had no idea exactly what we were looking at when we were responding to that alarm. I was one of the 2nd or 3rd folks to get there, and I went in and made a quick look throughout the bank. Looked in one area, didn't see anything. Went to another area and was shown where the bodies were. Don't forget to click the subscribe button now for more intriguing crime stories. Now back to the story. In a back room, police find Teller Sylvia and E.B. and Maggie shot to death by a .40 caliber Glock, but little money had been taken. I was standing in the middle of the mall when my phone rang. He said, "There's been a robbery at the bank and your mom's dead." Police would soon get their first break, a surveillance video from a nearby convenience store. There was a red car that was seen approaching the bank at around 1:24 p.m. The Barnes family was seen driving 3 minutes later to the bank. The red vehicle was seen driving away from the bank 3 minutes later after the incident occurred. Investigators believe the driver may have entered the bank to rob Sylvia, but was surprised by E.B. and Maggie minutes later. We think the perpetrator lost control of the incident and panicked most likely. Using NASA technology, investigators were able to determine a few possible makes and models for the red car, including an Oldsmobile Alero. Not long after they learned, a red Alero was stolen from a nearby rental lot shortly before the murders. It was stolen by a person by the name of Emerson Wright. He used his sister's vehicle to crash through a fence where the rental cars were stored. He stole the red Alero, and this occurred 2 weeks before the Blue Ridge Savings Bank triple homicides. Police find a long rap sheet on Emerson filled with strong arm robberies, and perhaps most telling of all, his weapon of choice, a .40 caliber Glock. But finding him proved difficult. Then 1 year after the bank shootings, he suddenly turned up at a Georgia police checkpoint. Emerson Wright entered a traffic checkpoint. It was being conducted by the Georgia State Police. He fled the area and a vehicle pursuit followed. Southbound 162. He crashed the car, got out and ran. He was not apprehended. 2 years after the incident, he was in another car chase with the Georgia State Police. As a result of that vehicle chase, he crashed his car, got out on the side of that vehicle chase. He crashed his car, got out on the side of the road and killed himself by a single gunshot wound to his head in front of the state trooper. Police had lost their most promising lead. That's a door that was closed to us. Not being able to ever interview someone that we considered a person of interest in the crime was very frustrating to us. I think is the best person we have to look into. I can't say that he committed the murders. We need some more information. Someone out there knows something. At this time, we don't have any other suspects. Now, 2 decades after the murders, the city released a video for the victims letting the town know Sylvia, E.B., and Maggie will never be forgotten. The way I look at it is we never really consider the case closed, and we'll call it open until one day it gets solved. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Serial Crime Chronicles, where every crime has a witness, and every truth will be told for more true crime stories. See you in the next episode, and thanks for watching.